Hi YouTube, please give me a moment while I connect to Facebook. We'll be getting started shortly. Connecting to Facebook right now. And I think we should be live on Facebook. Hi everybody. Welcome to another weekly video. I am Sami Abusad, Director of Education at T3 Live. Hope you're doing well. And let us get started. First, as always, a standard required disclaimer to let you know that trading is risky and that whatever we discuss is for educational purposes only. So make sure to agree to that before proceeding with today's video. If you are interested in doing the mentorship program with me, we are about to announce the next mentorship. So get on the waiting list. The January event sold right away, sold out really fast. So get on this waiting list right now. Link for that is in the description below. All right, without further ado, we're gonna get to the charts, talk about the market, which could be at a reversal point now, and we're gonna talk about some swing ideas, amazing swing ideas and core ideas for this week. If you find benefit in today's video, I'd appreciate it if you hit the like button, and if you have any questions, email us info@t3live.com. Don't forget to leave a comment, hit the like button, and subscribe. All right, here we go. So the Qs, the SPY, and the IWM, that's what I use for looking for evaluating the market. The Qs basically is the tracking ETF for the top 100 companies in the NASDAQ, and it makes up like 98% of the entire capitalization of the NASDAQ, the market cap of the NASDAQ. At any rate, the Q still looks higher. Accelerated a little bit, but it still looks higher. At a bare minimum, we need to take out Friday's low, which is 403.50, before we can expect a reversal. So we close at 405. At a bare minimum, we need to see the Qs take out 403.50. That's the bare minimum, and that might not even be enough for the Qs to drop. The SPY did have a reversal bar, and it did take out the low. Notice how on the hourly chart it held a little bit, started to move back up. So we need to fail on that attempt to move higher before we can expect the SPY to pull in. So 467.40 would be the number, and then on the IWM, it's the last 2 days. Actually, Friday's low as well, 195.95. We need to take that out before we can think lower. So the market has had an amazing move up. This December, I hope you took advantage, because we don't get months like these very often. This was January and December of this year were absolutely amazing. I literally didn't need to trade the rest of the year in the swing account at least, and I would have been totally fine still. January and December were really good, and November too, but I hope you took advantage. I put out the ideas. If you're in the strategic swing trader, I hope you've been able to take as many of the calls as possible, but if you're just on YouTube, I hope you've been able to take advantage, or Facebook. All right, so for tomorrow, for this week, again, just like the last couple weeks, I have too many items on my daily watch list. I just have way too many items. So I opted to go with the top, the most liquid stocks on my watch list. Not because they're necessarily the best, but because they're the most liquid, okay? And they are Tesla. We have a 1, 2, 3 on the daily chart. Tesla has a monthly buy setup. What I like about Tesla is that it could be a long-term play. It probably is a good long-term entry, and see, for Tesla to go back up to the highs, 350, 400. It's not going to do it overnight. It's not going to do it in a month or two, but this is a good spot after that 3-4 month pullback, right off the 20 on the monthly, to go back up. So it has a daily 1, 2, 3 with an entry over 454.30, stop under 254.13, stop under 248.30. But I would actually give it a little bit of room. I'd give it to probably 246 or so to make sure you don't get shaken out. One can also use the TSLL, which is the leverage Tesla, with an entry over 1526 and a stop under 1450 on the TSLL. Amazon is just a daily base breakout, so over 150.60 the tightest stop would be 145.50. The wider, more secure stop would have to be under 142.80. Just a daily base breakout. Plug happens to be one of the most liquid, but I don't necessarily like it as much. It actually looks good. There's nothing wrong with the plug, except that it's not a long-term play. You know, the target on it is $6 written all over it. So that gives us like 2-to-1 reward to risk. Entry over $5, stop under $4.50, and target is $6 on the plug. Wolf is a Bitcoin stock, and Bitcoin is also at a good spot to start to go back up. Bitcoin was basing last week or the week before, and it broke out, and now has come back in and is at a good spot, but it's showing some weakness and it's a little bit sloppy. A lot of the Bitcoin stocks, the most bullish right now is Mara. Okay, that's just not pulling in at all. Riot is right up there with Mara. Of course, Coinbase was the most bullish this month, and that's why it's been a call in the newsletter. But I wouldn't recommend getting in it up here. So the most bullish has been, right now is Mara and Riot, number 2. But I don't like them because they're up a lot. I like the Wolf more. I like it higher, over 185 with a stop under 137 on the WULF. Solar stocks are really nice. I like the ENPH over 126.20 with a stop under 113. Target is about 140 or so. Another one that looks pretty good, solar, is the SCDG. It's got a really nice monthly chart. That's a very nice monthly chart. So like it higher over 99.61 with a stop under 93.70. There's all kinds. There's the CSIQ transitioning. There's the SPWR. Similar to the SCDG. I don't know. They all look good. FSLR is a little too late, though. FSLR has a very nice monthly buy setup. There's also the RUN, which has a 1, 2, 3. I would go with either the ENPH or the SCDG for now. AI is very sloppy on the daily chart. Check out the monthly. That's a pretty monthly buy setup. Actually, reminds me of the FSLY also, which I don't have on the list because it's not one of the most liquid. Top 10 liquid, but that's a really pretty buy setup also. So FSLY and AI. On the FSLY, since we're on it, might as well just cover it anyway. The entry would be over 1937 with a stop under 1840. Very tight stop, $1. On AI, it would have to be over the base, so over Friday's high, 32.30. Probably I would put the stop under 29 to be sure, and not put it under this bar's low, because the market might be coming in over the coming couple days. So I would just give the plays more room. UCAR happens to be a penny stock. I rarely trade penny stocks, but this happens to be one of the most liquid. So, and it's a penny stock, over 26 cents. It's actually over 25.50. Over 26, stop under 20 cents. And then target probably this bar's high, which is about 40 cents. Okay, on the UCAR. And what if it takes out 40 cents? Where's the next target? It has a lot of room. So I like it. I like the hourly chart also on the UCAR, okay? Trip, it looks good, a little bit sloppy. The pattern could have been a little bit tighter. That's the issue with it, but I guess the monthly isn't all that great. I thought it was good. The weekly is better. So here's the trip. Entry over the highest point, which should be Thursday's bar, stop under it. So over 1965 with a stop under 1863 on the trip. Gold stocks looking good. We have a few of them in the newsletter. HMY looks very nice, over 612 with a tight stop under 598. So that's a 15-cent stop. There's also AU gold stock with a buy setup. The entry for this would be over 1820 with a stop under 1760. And there's plenty of gold stocks that look good. EGO also looks good, over 1283, stop under 1246. So there's 3, but there's more. Those are, I would say, my top 3. The shop is a 1, 2, 3. So long over 78, stop under 76.30. Can give it also room to 74.85 on the shop. And then ARM is a daily 1, 2, 3. Entry over 72, stop under 69.29 on the ARM. Okay. In terms of the bearish list, now the bullish list, I have I don't know, 70 items on my, or more items on my bullish list. So I went over the top 10, top 15, okay? The bearish list, that's all I got. That's the entire watch list, okay? And it is Adobe. Gap down on Thursday, and now it has a breakdown setting up on the hourly chart. So I like it under 578, stop over 593.15, and target really has room to $500, depending on the market, depending on how bullish or bearish the market is going to be over the coming couple of weeks. This could fall. So that's Adobe. APH is a climactic sell setup. I have 3 of them that look exactly alike: the APH, the EFX, and the GEF. All 3 of them look alike. Probably the EFX would be my favorite, and the entry would be under Thursday's low, 243 by 252. Target the 20 on the daily. The APH would be under Friday's low, stop above it. Target also maybe 95 for target 1. If lucky, the 20 MA on the daily for target 2. And then the GEF would be under Friday's low, stop above Friday's high. Target the 20. Okay? So 3 climactic sell setups. Billy is a China stock, I believe. It's putting in a rounding top, so I like it. I don't think it's quite ready, but basically under the base, stop above it. When it's ready, I don't think it's quite ready. The CXM was a bearish gap down. It's basing, but it's not basing at the bottom. I like them when they base at the bottom, so it's basing at the top. So I don't think that's quite ready, but it's basically under the base, stop above it. Okay? EFX, we talked about the GF. JVRV is the daily base breakdown. Notice the 20 is flat, so that's also not quite ready, but I will be watching it short under the lows and stop above. And then last one is the SPWH, which also might not be ready. It looks lower. The whole thing is a rounding top on the daily chart. So maybe under Friday's low, stop above Thursday's high. But I don't have a call on it. I'm just going to be watching it. I've been trying to avoid the shorts because the market is just too bullish. Why bother? You know what I mean? We do have a few items on the bearish list for tomorrow that look okay, but you know, I'm going with the longs most of the time, the vast majority of the time, because that's what's making the money. All right, that will do it for today. If you want to check out my complete daily watch list, it is in the video description. All right. If you have any questions, make sure to reach out. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit the like button, leave a comment, subscribe, whatever. All right. Thanks a lot. I'll catch you on the next video. Take care, everybody. Ciao.